Welcome back. Some members of Sterling Bank PLC have taken some time out to mark the World Financial Literacy Day at the United Community Secondary School in Ilorin, the Kwara State capital. At the event, the managing director of the bank, Yemi Adiola, asked parents to encourage their children to imbibe the culture of savings.
World marks this year's World Financial Literacy Day. Sterling Bank PLC has chosen to celebrate the event with students at the United Community Secondary School, Ilorin, the Kwara State capital. The management and other bank officials are in the school to impart financial knowledge on these students and teach them how to inculcate the habit of savings.
In a current account, who knows what a savings account is?
For the bank's chief executives, the students must be financially disciplined.
We believe that there can be no economic development without financial knowledge, financial understanding. And the best way to spread this across the country is to start with school children, primary school, secondary school, teach them the basics of finance, savings, the need for them to save, so that they inculcate that culture of discipline from childhood. So as they grow up, as they become leaders of the country, they're able to manage their own economy better.
Financial literacy, work readiness, and entrepreneurship.
The marketing officer, Junior Achievements Nigeria, explains why students must be prudent while spending.
It's a way of curbing corruption, a way of letting them know that corruption isn't the way of life. So when they become adults, they will be able to manage their money. They'll be able to determine what's more important and what's not important. They will always realize that it's not necessary for them to steal before they can be wealthy.
We always have a way of going to bank to just save there without even know the details of what you're supposed to do. So by now, I've been a lot of things from it, in which I will now spread this knowledge gained from this lecture to others, my students and the co-workers in general.
Okay, let's come to the front.
During the event, students are asked questions and the outstanding ones are rewarded for their efforts. At the end of the program, the students are challenged to always save 30% of their earnings for the rainy day.
Let's switch gears now to sports news. Here's Nyota Igbe.
Welcome to Sports News. The Beach Soccer World Cup 2017 is almost here, and Nigeria's soccer team will be busy from the 3rd of April in preparations. According to coach Audu Adamu, the team will face Morocco, Tunisia, Senegal in a 4-nation tournament scheduled to hold from April 14th to the 17th in Dakar, Senegal. Nigeria finished as runners-up at the 2016 Africa Beach Soccer Cup of Nations in Lagos to qualify for the World Cup in the Bahamas, and is in Group B with Iran, Italy and Mexico. The Super Saiyan Eagles will play their first match of the tournament against Italy on April the 27th. And FIFA has completed the internal investigation it began in June 2015 after the Office of the Attorney General of Switzerland and the United States Department of Justice announced an inquiry into the allegations of criminal misconduct, bribery and corruption in world football. The report, which total more than 1,300 pages and include more than 20,000 pages of exhibits, have been shared with the Swiss authorities, who will continue to pursue culprits while FIFA returns its focus to the development and protection and projection of the game. Eddie Howe has been named the Premier League Manager of the Month for the first time after masterminding Bournemouth's unbeaten run in March. Bournemouth won 2 and drew 1 of their 3 matches to move up to 11th in the table and 9 points clear of the relegation zone. Howe was selected ahead of Crystal Palace's Sam Allardyce, Chelsea's Antonio Conte, Liverpool's Jurgen Klopp, Tottenham Hotspur's Mauricio. Meanwhile, Romelu Lukaku's 4 goals in March have earned the Everton striker the Premier League Player of the Month award. Lukaku received the accolade after moving to the top of the scoring charts, taking his tally to 21 strikes for the season. He finished March with 2 goals in a 4-0 triumph over Hull City, making him the first Everton player in history to reach 20 goals in a single Premier League season. Lukaku claimed the prize ahead of Arthur Boruc and Joshua King of Bournemouth, Nathan Redmond of Southampton, Crystal Palace's Mamadou Sakho and Liverpool midfielder, Jorginho Wijnaldum. And that's it on Sports News. I'm Marty. We'll be back with the rest of the news at 10.
There was delay to the swearing-in of new ministers selected by President Jacob Zuma in South Africa today. The program had to be rescheduled for the evening. The president's sacking of Finance Minister Pravin Gordhan has drawn mixed reactions from the country's leaders, with some praising Mr. Gordhan's virtues. They believe he's a victim of a witch hunt because he had been digging up dirt on the president. Mr. Gordhan earlier said an intelligence report used by the president as justification for his sack was absolute nonsense. As the EU gradually comes to terms with the Brexit, it's ruled out beginning free trade talks with the EU before sufficient progress is made on other issues. The guidelines for negotiations were presented earlier today by the European Council President Donald Tusk. The documents will have to be approved by the 27 member states. The UK Prime Minister Theresa May formally triggered the Brexit process by sending the Article 50 notification letter to Mr. Tusk on Wednesday. Both will be meeting on April 29th ahead of the EU summit on Brexit.
Once and only once we have achieved sufficient progress on the withdrawal, can we discuss the framework for our future relationship. Starting parallel talks on all issues at the same time, as suggested by some in the UK, will not happen. I know Theresa May well enough, and I know her approach to this issue. This is why I rule out this kind of interpretation and speculation that security cooperation is used as a bargaining chip. It must be a misunderstanding. Our partners are wise and decent partners, and this is why I'm absolutely sure that no one is interested in using security cooperation as a bargaining chip.
Maya Wagudele is here now with entertainment news.
Many thanks. Here are your trending entertainment stories. Film producer come actress Omoni Oboli and her latest film Okafor's Law are back in the headlines as the Federal High Court sitting in Lagos on Thursday lifted the ban placed on the film. Drama ensued last Friday at the premiere of the movie when a court injunction secured by Canada-based Nigerian Jude Idada stopped the screening and cinema release of the film. Idada claims the movie is his intellectual property. Celebrity stylist and fashionista Tony Lawani premieres a brand new reality television show in style in Lagos, southwest Nigeria. The 13-part series will follow closely the provocative and exciting life of Tony Lawani, a celebrity stylist, designer, socialite, and serial entrepreneur. Produced and directed by Priscilla Nzirimo Nwana, the reality show would be the first personality-focused reality show in Nigeria, with others being talent-based. Female entertainers, including Rock Nation and Maven Record singer Tiwa Savage, multiple award-winning acting sensation Adesowa Itomi, stage and screen actress Kemi Lala, and former Capitol Hill singer Chidinma have been announced as panelists for the 5th installment of the Nigerian Entertainment Conference. In a statement by the convener of the conference, Adekunle Ayeni, this is in recognition of the boundary-pushing roles women play in the growth of the entertainment industry. And that's all for tonight. It's back to the main news.
And the main news again. A prosecution witness at the trial of former Oyo State Governor Rashidi Ladoja today alleged that the ex-governor laundered £600,000 sterling through his daughter's account. Mr. Ladoja is standing trial for conspiring to siphon 4.7 billion naira from the state's treasury. Also today, the Federal High Court in Abuja nullified the Nigerian Bar Association's constitution, under which its current leadership came into power. Thanks for watching the news at 10 tonight. I am Amarachi Ubani. Good night.